David had been driving Uber for most of his adult life. It was never the plan, just something temporary, something he told himself he would stop doing once things finally settled. But life had a way of stretching temporary choices into permanent routines. David was 36 years old, divorced, living alone in a quiet apartment near the edge of the city. During the day, he rarely went outside. The world felt louder, more demanding. At night, things slowed down. Night shifts paid better, but more importantly, they felt calmer. There were fewer conversations, fewer questions, less pressure to explain himself. At night, David could just drive. Sleep never came easily to him. Even on nights when he was not working, his thoughts kept moving, replaying old conversations, old decisions. Driving helped quiet his mind. That night he had started his shift later than usual, expecting the city to still be alive. Late dinners, airport runs, people heading home after long days. But the request never came. Minutes passed, then hours. The city felt hollow, as if something essential had been removed. David drove through familiar streets, streetlights flickering, storefronts dark. He checked the app repeatedly, refreshing the screen, waiting for something, anything. It was past 2 in the morning. Normally by then, he would have logged off, gone home, sat in the dark for a while before trying to sleep. But something kept him out there, a feeling that the night was unfinished. He told himself he would wait just a little longer. That was when his phone vibrated. One request, one passenger, one destination, a remote cemetery outside the city. David stared at the screen. His chest tightened. He had always avoided cemeteries, not because of ghosts, but because of what they represented. Places where stories ended, where names stopped being spoken. He remembered standing quietly at a grave years ago, listening to the wind, feeling like time had moved forward without asking him. His thumb hovered over the cancel button. Every instinct told him not to go, but this was the first request all night. The silence around him felt heavier than the destination itself. After a long moment, David accepted. The pickup location was only a few blocks away. When he arrived, the passenger was already there, standing alone beneath a streetlight, not pacing, not checking a phone, just waiting. The man opened the back door and sat down. No greeting, no sound. David adjusted the rearview mirror. The passenger's face remained hidden, swallowed by shadow. Long night, David asked, no answer. The app confirmed the trip had started. They drove, the city slowly disappeared behind them. Buildings gave way to empty stretches of road. Then trees, streetlights vanished one by one. The radio turned on by itself. Static filled the car. Then silence. The temperature inside the car dropped. David tightened his grip on the steering wheel, trying to stay focused. He told himself it was just exhaustion, that the mind created patterns when it needed rest. He checked the mirror again. For a moment, the passenger did not seem fully present, like an image that lagged behind reality. David looked back to the road. The cemetery appeared suddenly, iron gates emerging from the darkness. Locked, rust-covered, forgotten. David slowed the car and put it in park. He exhaled slowly. "I will end the trip here," David said. At the exact same moment, the passenger spoke. "I will end the trip here." The words were identical, the timing perfect. David froze. The silence inside the car felt absolute. He turned around. The back seat was empty. No door opening, no footsteps, just absence. David did not hesitate. He pressed the accelerator and drove away. The road stretched endlessly ahead. His heart pounded. Nothing followed him. After several minutes, he pulled over, hands shaking. He laughed softly. "It is over," he whispered. To calm himself, David opened the Uber app. He wanted to see the completed trip, to ground himself in something familiar. The trip was still running, the profile loaded passenger named David. The photo appeared, it was his face, the same tired eyes, the same expression he saw every morning. The memory returned without warning. Another night, another ride, the drive home after finishing a shift. The headlights, the sudden impact, the sound of metal collapsing. David had died. He had never made it home. He was still driving, still accepting rides, still moving through the night.